What's good with it, y'all? I'm just tapping in for a few minutes, checking in on y'all, what's going on. Giving some time for some people to come up in the room. You know what I'm saying? I just wanna tap in. Oh shit. Ruthie just went live. What up though to the one person that's in here? And thank you for hitting that like button. We got what's up, nephew? What's up, Brian? West B, nephew, what's good with it? I don't know. You tell me. What's the word? What up, though? Timothy. What up, though? No, man. I just want to go live for a few minutes. I got my 300 blackout upper end. Man, come to find out, I had put the brace on that motherfucker wrong, and I was thinking it was something wrong with it because you wouldn't when I would put an empty mag in it, it wouldn't lock back. Come to find out, I had to reinstall the brace to it because I had the buffer ring pushed up too far, and what happened was the charging wasn't going back far enough to lock the motherfucker back. So I had called PSA everything, like, y'all don't send me some defected, and some told me when I looked at the brace on the Jackal 9, I said, wait a minute, this buffer ring thing is more recessed instead of like sticking out. So when I took the brace off and I torqued it and I pushed it in flush, I put it back together. Man, that motherfucker, like, yeah, it's locking back on every fucking mag now. So I just got to get it to the range. I'm probably gonna do that Saturday or Sunday, But I love it, man. I ordered me what did I order? I got me a FDE Sig Romeo 7S red dot optic for it. I'm gonna get the Holosun. They got it on PSA. They got the Holosun. I'm gonna get that soon for the 9mm. I'm trying to, you know, keep it matched up with the FDE, man. But I love it. Those are like two of the best looking firearms I ever owned, you know. What's going on in y'all neck of the woods? What's up? What up? Oh, you got a 500 with the 700 grains? That's a risk breaker, nephew. That's a risk breaker. I never shot one, so appreciate that. What up? Appreciate that. I want to talk to y'all about the I keep hearing, I don't know all of the details, but maybe y'all can fill me in. What the fuck is going on in New York where they busted the FBI busted some type of it was a conspiracy to shut down the cell towers, telephone towers, or whatever in New York. Did anybody hear about that? I don't hear too much of it on the news. But they broke up a ring where somebody was gonna jam cell tower signals and shit. They supposed to be doing a UN event there, and they bust that shit up. So what I want to know, what was their reasoning for trying to disable? They said if they would have been successful, that they would have been able to disable 911 calls, the whole call center, everything. You wouldn't be able to call the police, none of that shit. What up? You didn't hear about that? What up, though, right, Rambo? What's going on? What's up? You tell me. GFN salute, baby. GF Gun Freak Nation salute. Yeah, look it up, Rest B. It happened in New York. They shut their phones off. I believe they busted, they raided an apartment or a hotel room, or either somebody's apartment, but they had all of the sophisticated equipment. They had little like miniature like satellite dishes and shit, man. These motherfuckers knew exactly what the fuck they was doing. This was like some professional gear, equipment that they had set up in that apartment or hotel room, and they was trying to take down New York's electrical grid, or I don't think it was so much to do with power. This they were trying to sabotage and undermine the cell towers. They was trying to disable communications, the comm. You right about that, Brandon. What up, though, Brandon? It's a lot of shit. Um, it's a lot of shit going on, man. You know, shit get crazier by the day. Anyway, man, I'm tired of telling people to get armed. You know, y'all realize I've been saying this shit since like 2017. And I'm not saying I'm gonna stop, but I'm just saying I didn't come here for that tonight. I come here to tap in with y'all to see what y'all got going on. What's up in y'all neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? What's the latest, crime that's done happen in your neighborhood? What's going on? I already know I'm preaching to the choir. I know y'all savage ready. I know y'all got your guns. But what's going on? We gotta communicate and let each other know what's going on, because everything is not being reported on the news. Wow. See, I did not know that. Timothy, I did not know that. Now I heard of the jammers. Now I'm hearing that people are able to hack into your Ring doorbell. Dr. T is the first to put me up on that. Now I've heard of people planting cell phones in your yard to monitor your movements to see when you're not home, so they can try to hit a lick, try to rob your place. If I can, I'm gonna try to play one of these videos if YouTube permits it. Uh, Check this shit out, man. This shit is crazy. These boots are made for adventures in the wild and for surviving the hard work. I've been meant to play this video.
An unsettling find in a Queens yard. Neighbors say they found this duct-taped phone with the camera lenses exposed. All of this happening in the Forest Hills neighborhood. And as Christy Halician explains, it's part of a trend we've seen across the country.
Hold on.
The device was located right here, back up against that brick. Mary Kehoe is talking about this, what looks like an Android phone covered in black tape with only its camera exposed. She found outside of her Forest Hills home of 35 years in late May. She called police, who took the device and say it was a phone connected to a charger buried in her lawn. Why us? I had lots of things going through my head as to why they chose our lawn, but realizing we are in the middle of the block. We've seen this before in California, Massachusetts, and even locally in New Jersey and Scarsdale, where police say devices illegally surveilling neighborhoods are hidden in lawns, tracking down neighbors' patterns, waiting for the chance to burglarize their homes. Put your alarms on, put lights on, and be aware. And we're a nice little block here that we look out for one another. So when people do go away, they let us know, so we can take a walk down their driveway or make sure everything is safe. She and her neighbors also urge homeowners to keep an eye out for any unfamiliar hidden devices on their property. They also have some choice words for those who may want to do this again. If you're watching this neighborhood, it's watching you too. Don't come back to our
so man,
or any neighborhood, because we're
this
now
shit,
watching, and all the other neighborhoods.
You got motherfuckers that's leaving phones like hiding phones in your grass in your bushes to monitor. These savages have gotten
This guy sure looks like he's selling
a lot.
candy door to door. Something sinister is about to take place. Watch what happens when the homeowner in Stockton, California.
Check this one out, y'all.
He's selling candy door to
The
door.
fuck?
Something sinister is about to take place. Watch what happens when the homeowner in Stockton, California opens the door to buy a box of candy. Out of nowhere, 3 guys burst into the house. It's a home invasion. You can hear the woman screaming in terror. The Candyman takes off. Earlier that day, a neighbor's security camera caught Candyman trying to pull the same stunt. This time, the homeowner refused to open the door. He spoke to Inside Edition in a mask to protect his identity.
He was very fidgety. He kept looking over his shoulder. He was kind of like, rocking left and right, like he was just like very anxious or nervous about something.
Candyman leaves and heads across the street. Was he on the lookout for his next victim? And this is another terrifying home invasion. It happened in Oklahoma. The homeowner answers the door. Then suddenly, he's trying to push it shut, but he's overpowered by 2 men posing as maintenance workers. One has a gun, the other a taser.
They pointed the firearm at the victim there in the living room, made him lie down.
There's a tussle. You can see the taser go off. They finally leave, getting away with his phone and key.
You see this shit? And you know what? You want to know something crazy? The crazy thing is they was able to live through that shit, man. They was able to live through that shit. Most people that go through a home invasion, unfortunately, they don't really make it through the ordeal. They don't get a chance to talk about it because they usually get unalived. It's another video, man, that I saw that I'm looking for that I've been meaning to play for y'all. This shit really pissed me the fuck off. And I'm trying to let me go back to my history because I watched it like a couple of days ago where let me see, can I find the video before I tell y'all what happened? It was a home invasion. Well, a attempted home invasion. Let me see, can I find it? Shit. Um, Damn. You just got to be careful nowadays. Keep your head on the swivel, man. Even when you getting out your car, even when you pulling up, you have to you got to be ready because they got her. Oh my God, this was a sad video too, man. Check this out. This happened in Detroit.
I've lived in the ocean my entire life.
Damn, why my
Great.
how do I turn on my Bluetooth?
So that's why I have a vacation home. Nothing but fresh air.
Check this out.
Wide open spaces.
The family is speaking out after a 25-year-old man was shot and killed on Sunday after a dispute in Detroit. Police are releasing very little details about the investigation.
Can y'all hear this? Because it's not connected to my Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my shit together right quick. I don't know why my fucking Bluetooth is not picking up my This is weird. My Bluetooth should be picking up. Fuck it, I'm gonna just go ahead and play it still.
25-year-old man was shot and killed on Sunday after a dispute in Detroit. Police are releasing very little details about the investigation. GWG sat down with the victim's father of 25-year-old Kyle Cummings. Kyle was shot and killed on Sunday after a dispute at an apartment complex on Delaware Street in Detroit. We are thankful for the 25 years that we got to spend. Justin says his son Kyle was a Marine Corps veteran, just like he was. An artist, musician, and a firm believer in Christ.
still feel the presence of his spirit. But I realized that it was not my son. It was the best of the hell, all the creativity, all the love, the passion.
My bad.
For those who are in the know,
I don't know what the fuck just happened. Anyway, this guy, this guy lost his son to
now stay with me right
senseless
now.
violence,
How much money
man.
you have?
I'm sorry that video. I don't know. Y'all saw this. The video just cut off. That ain't nothing but the devil. Let me I'm gonna redo it.
Police are releasing very little details.
I hope y'all can hear this.
Sat down with the victim's father, who was heartbroken after losing his oldest son. You know, my soul hurts. Such a beautiful person. Justin Cummings is the father of 25-year-old Kyle Cummings. Kyle was shot and killed on Sunday after a dispute at an apartment complex on Delaware Street in Detroit. We are thankful for the 25 years that we got to spend with him. Justin says his son Kyle was a Marine Corps veteran, just like he was, an artist, musician, and a firm believer in Christ. I took his first picture when he was born. We just identified his body. And in the moment he identified Kyle's lifeless body, he says he could still feel the presence of his spirit. But I realized that it was not my son. It was the best of the hell, all the creativity, all the love and compassion. And I have been just living with his spirit the whole time. And this heartbroken father can't help but think in the midst of losing his son, God is still speaking to his heart. When I went to get his personal effect, the only thing of value was this cross and chain that I gave him. He wore it every day with pride. And I told him I wanted him to remember his father. When I got it back, it had the bullet grave on it. But it still remains intact. And Christ still remains. And while I thought I was reminding him about his salvation, he was reminding me of mine. Very little information is being released about Kyle's shooting death. On Sunday, Detroit police said there was a dispute between Kyle and the father of his girlfriend's children. Shots were fired. Kyle was killed. For now, what matters most to Justin and his family, Kyle's memory.
Let me say something, y'all. Let me say something, man.
Full life for him. And so we are thankful.
Let me say something right now, man. I don't know what the situation. Let me say something right quick, man. Rest in peace to that young man, 25 years old. You have to be careful. Anytime when you're dealing with a woman that has kids and the kid, a baby daddy. I've dealt with women with kids before, but some of them, the majority of them, the fathers wasn't even in their lives like that, and they became my children. And I never really meant to talk about this because it's in my past, but my ex-girlfriend had 5, and I loved all 5 of those kids, treated them like my own, cared for them, took them back and forth to school, cooked for them. One of them even called me dad, because their father passed away the prior year before she met me. They father had passed away. And I ended up, moving in, and we was together for years. And when things didn't work out, you know, it was devastating to me. What up, though? Baltimore. Because it was just a situation where I couldn't see him anymore. And it was horrible, but if you're in a situation and it's a baby daddy around, I don't know what the details of that situation is, but I would never involve myself in a custody dispute or whatever because it really ain't got nothing to do with me at that point. Now, if he was there and it was an argument that was taking place and this motherfucker put his hands on his woman, then yeah, by all means, protect your woman, protect your lady. But it's so sad and unfortunate that he lost his life, and I think the baby daddy got shot too. I don't even think the baby daddy was the shooter. From my understanding, somebody else shot. But it's just to let you know, you got to be careful in these situations. Don't go too deep in this shit, and don't listen too much of what your woman is saying, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's always two sides to a story. You got her side and you got his side, and then somewhere in the middle of that is the truth. She could be speaking bad on that man, saying he beat her or whatever, line or whatever. But you gotta be smart enough to not involve yourself to the point to where shit escalating to you losing your life over this. No, this young man was 25 years old. He's no longer here. Getting into it with his girlfriend's baby daddy. I guarantee you within a year, she gonna be on some new dick. She gonna be on move the fuck on, and she gonna be on some new dick. So please be fucking careful who you choose to lay down with, who you dealing with, and what type. You have to, when you enter into a relationship, you got to feel all that shit out, the energy and everything, man. I've been in situations where, Lord have mercy, I don't even know how I'm still here because I was doing dumb shit. I remember the time when I suspected one of my women cheating on me, and I jumped in my fucking car. I didn't even have a gun. And I rushed on the other side of town, and I said, "Oh, that's that nigga now. She with that nigga right now." And I pulled up, and I blocked him in with my fucking car, and I jumped out. I said, "What the fuck is you doing in this car?" I said, if you leave with this nigga, you better stay gone, because ain't no coming back to me. I will never, don't get me wrong, I was never one of them type of niggas that go crazy over a woman and be ready to kill and stalk and all that. Nah, man. I just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I keep it moving. I move on to the next one. Sometimes you lose a person how you met that person. But you have to be careful, and every fight is not your fight. You got to still be smart about this shit. Let me find that other video. This video right here. This video right here really pissed me off. Let me find it, man. Let me find this motherfucker, man. Let me find this bitch. I'm gonna find this motherfucker. Because y'all need to see this right here. And I know it's on my hold on. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where's my like videos at? Because I liked it. That's how I find shit. Okay, here it is right here. My like video. Under my likes video. No, this right here is gonna piss y'all the fuck off because this can happen.
He was set to retire.
And now he's becoming an industry whistleblower.
Wait a minute, man. What the fuck is this shit right here? I didn't put this on. Somebody been on my motherfucker. What the hell is this shit right here? I'm trying to find. What the hell?
I saw this as an opportunity to help.
Todd Andreessen,
You know what? Ever since my motherfucking phone got wrecked, motherfucker. Every time.
Identifying 3 suspects in
Oh, here it is.
that turned into
Here it is
a
right here.
homicide. Now, around 10:36 on Saturday night, DeKalb County officers were called out to Citation Drive, and there they found 36-year-old Anna Scott. She'd been shot. She was taken to.
Hold on, y'all. My bad. Let me get this shit back how it's supposed to be. Let me tap into my Bluetooth and let me see, connected devices. Here we go. I'm about to connect this shit. There we go. All right, so let me go back and I'm gonna play this video for y'all. And I'm not trying to stir up no shit. I ain't trying to start no shit. I'm not trying to make nobody mad, but I'm just telling y'all how these motherfucking savages operate. They dirty and they fucking low down, and they need to be sent to Funky Town. Because these motherfuckers here. Hold on. I just played the motherfucker. Here it is right here. Check this shit out.
Breaking news of the morning that we want to share with you. DeKalb County police are needing the public's help in identifying 3 suspects. Breaking news of the morning that we want to share with you. DeKalb County police are needing the public's help in identifying 3 suspects in a burglary that turned into a homicide. Now, around 10:36 on Saturday night, DeKalb County officers were called out to Citation Drive, and there they found 36-year-old Anna Scott. She'd been shot. She was taken to the hospital. Deputies say she died there from her injuries. But police also found her Jeep just inches away from her front porch, and it had several bullet holes in it. Looks like she saw 3 suspects on her doorbell camera trying to break into her home. So what you're seeing right there on your screen is a screen grab of that video. Looks like one of the suspects there.
Okay, yo,
were able to
check this out. This young woman, her chime, anybody that got Ring doorbell know that when you be out, you don't even have to be home when that motherfucker go off. If it sends somebody coming up on your porch, it's going to trigger you and alert you, especially if they ring the doorbell. Or, Ring got motion detector and all that shit. So when she saw these 3 motherfuckers, these 3 savages trying to break up in her home, she rushed home. Maybe she should have called the police. I don't know. But because of that, she lost her life. Let me finish playing the video.
Them, so take a good look if you can. The doorbell camera also shows the burglary in process, shows the moments that she pulled up onto that
Most men don't know this, but ED medication, it has 2 essential ingredients, and if you're taking either Viagra or Cialis, you're only getting one of them.
What's the difference?
Let me play this again because I don't
Big
fuck
breaking
this
news
all
of the
up.
morning that we want to share with you.
Here
DeKalb
we
County
go.
police are needing the public's help in identifying 3 suspects in a burglary that turned into a homicide. Now, around 10:36 on Saturday night, DeKalb County officers were called out to Citation Drive, and there they found 36-year-old Anna Scott. She'd been shot. She was taken to the hospital. Deputies say she died there from her injuries. But police also found her Jeep just inches away from her front porch, and it had several bullet holes in it. Looks like she saw 3 suspects on her doorbell camera trying to break into her home. So what you're seeing right there on your screen is a screen grab of that video. Looks like one of the suspects there that were able to capture them. So take a good look if you can. The doorbell camera also shows the burglary in process, shows the moments that she pulled up onto that burglary that was happening. One of those suspects then opened fire. So deputies are asking if you have any information on this, you can reach out to police directly, or you can send an anonymous tip through the free Tip 411 app. You can also text DKPD to 847-411. That's followed by the anonymous tip. Again, what you're seeing right here, doorbell camera of that burglary in progress that happened at Citation Drive, the 3700 block of Citation Drive. A 36-year-old
Did you see
Anna
that
Scott
shit?
Was
Did
shot
y'all
in
see
the
that?
process of
They was trying to, they had the little crowbar trying to shimmy this woman's door open. So she pulls up in her driveway, y'all. She pulls up in her driveway. These motherfuckers, they run, but one of them fucked it up for the rest of them. Now, when they get caught, it's gonna be a murder charge. They turned a robbery, a attempted home invasion, break-in, into a fucking murder because of this dumb motherfucker decides to shoot at her when she pulls up in her driveway. You can't make
anonymous
this shit
tip
up, man.
Again, what you're seeing right here, doorbell camera
if you look
of
good,
the burglary in progress that happened at Citation Drive, the 3700 block of Citation Drive. A 36-year-old Anna Scott was shot in the process of this and died at the hospital. So again, police.
They shot that woman dead in her car, pulling up in her own driveway. This lady hadn't done nothing to anybody of my knowledge. She was alerted that some savages was trying to break in her house, and she was saying what it was about. And when she pulled up in her driveway, you can see one of them clearly pull out his gun and light the car up, and it killed her. These are the type of heartless, compassionateless devils that I'm talking about. That's out here, and they ain't even caught these motherfuckers yet. I forget what city that this took place in, but rest assured, we got savages just like that in your neck of the woods too, in your city, in your town, in your neighborhood, and probably on your block. And this is why you must be ready at all times. I don't even know if the woman, man, that's a hard one right there. But me, if I'm out and about and I see somebody, first of all, there's somebody here 24/7. But if I see somebody trying to do some shit like that, I'm going to call the police and let them know what's going on. I'm going to head that way, and I'm going to have my motherfucking gun already on me, and I'm going to be ready to confront. I'm not going to just pull up in my driveway. I'll pull up 2 houses down. I'm going to catch your motherfucking asses. You have to be ready against these fucking savages, man. They have gotten so clever to get the drop on you. I just want to say rest in peace to all of the victims, man. Anybody can be got. Even if you being savage ready, shit can go down just like that in a heartbeat. You know, it can happen. It can go down so fucking fast, man. And you just got to take your time. Don't rush into a situation. Assess the situation. No, she rushed home and rushed right to her death because she wasn't ready. And I'm not saying it's her fault. It's never your fault. But you got to realize the type of world that we living in. These bastards, man, they don't give a damn. They don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. The devil is one cold-hearted, evil motherfucker. And he's the root cause of everything that is going on in this world right now. The devil. So y'all got to stay. You got to stay armed, man. Stay armed and know what the fuck to do when that time comes to handle your business. It is. Because I don't know, man. Me personally, I wouldn't have just, drove up in my driveway, especially you seeing these idiots on your porch, man. And then what made that fucking idiot shoot her? Why? What was the purpose behind that when all you had to do was run like the other two? But you got a dumbass that, oh, you breaking in, you interrupting our break in, let me kill you, let me shoot you. This is how stupid and ignorant these savages is. Make that, oh my God, shit like that just pisses me the fuck off. Same thing with XXXTentacion. That was a robbery turned murder. You had that one motherfucker that fucked it up for the other two because he decided to shoot X. So he turned a robbery something they probably would have got about 6, maybe 8 years. And now them motherfuckers is doing life except the fat nigga that snitched on the other two. I mean, that snitched on the other 3 because it was 4 niggas involved. You know what I'm saying? So you can't trust nobody. Be on the lookout at all times. You cannot trust nobody. I don't give a fuck how innocent they may look. Don't trust nobody. You got to be ready at all times. Ain't no if, buts about it. Be ready. The devil is out there. The devil is lurking. Here in Gun Freak Nation, I'm gonna say this. I love everybody. And I appreciate everybody. You know, everybody, everybody is welcome here. I don't care when you come through these, when you hit that play button, share your scan, be yourself, be the human being that you are. Ain't no colors or no races. At the end of the day, like I said, you got to pick a side. And the side that you pick should be the side of righteousness. Because that's what's going to happen when it all boils down. It's going to be righteous versus the wicked, which is evil. You know what I'm saying? So remain righteous. I'm about to get off because I got to go. I got to record this video of my jackal complete. I don't order the. Hey man, check this shit out. I ordered a Magpul PMag FDE. It ain't. I think it's supposed to be here next week. I ordered that today. I just ordered a Romeo 7, a SIG Romeo 7 red dot. The generation 2, the small one, not that big motherfucker I used to have on my Tavoy, but the smaller one, FDE. Man, this shit gonna be tricked out. But I am about to make the video for it. Shit, in my collection, I got like 5 guns by PSA. I told y'all I was gonna do that shit. Reliable guns at an affordable price. I fuck with you, PSA. Who was this? Baltimore James. Nephew, thank you for that super chat. Let me hard it. Thank you for the super chat. These savages make me want to take things into my own hands and turn their asses into victims. You know what? I totally understand why you feel that way, nephew, but I'm telling you, to the minute that you do that and you get caught, they're not going to give a fuck about your rationale or the reason why you decided to, do some vigilante shit. They're going to lock you up in jail, and I'd rather see you a free, savage ready man than to see you out there locked up. I get it. I understand. It's motherfuckers out there doing some fucked up shit, especially when kids and women are involved. And I'm gonna say it's all kids, and I'm gonna say some women because some of these women is part of the motherfucking problem. Other people ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say that shit because I witnessed shit in my lifetime. I've witnessed a woman gassing up her man to go out and do some shit. Cause she all in his ear saying he's a punk motherfucker and she ain't got no respect for him because or whatever, something small, and this man go out and get killed because she gassed him up. I've dealt with women like that before. They're not for you, they ain't for you, and they will fuck around and get you killed. Okay? I've seen situations where women have had a nice man and they run over him, take advantage of him, use him for whatever he got, his money, whatever, and they cheat on him. And when he finds out, he go off on her and potentially unalives her. Now, cheating ain't gonna condone that. I'm not gonna condone no type of violence whatsoever. But at the same time, when you got somebody shiesty, shady, and grimy telling you that they love you and you really being gullible and you believe in that shit and you don't did this, don't gave her your entire check, done sacrifice her her happiness for your own happiness, and you don't put her on a pedestal and doing everything she asked you to do, you are a fucking fool and you a fucking sucker. So when you find out that she fucking a nigga that ain't doing shit for her, strictly for his dick, and you don't did this, took care of her kids, paid her bills, all that shit, what you think gonna happen when this motherfucker snap? Everybody don't have somebody in their ear to pull them back from the brink. Everybody don't have that. Just like the guy that beheaded his old lady because all them years he thought them kids was his, and when he found out that they wasn't, he lost it, man, and decapitated her. That was wrong. I always say, if you catch a no good woman and you know she ain't shit, so why act like she the shit when you do find out that she fucking another nigga or niggas on the side? Why? Why get mad when you know, nigga, that she was a hoe already? At that point, you got to blame yourself. I've been in many situations where some shit done went down. But did I get mad and go crazy and shit? No, because I knew the bitch wasn't shit to begin with. You can't turn no hoe into no housewife. This is the thing that gets me about niggas. And when I say nigga, I'm talking about black, white, every motherfucking thing in between. Nigga, you got to be a fucking man. I remember my brother was fucking the woman that lived at the corner house. Our house was in the middle. We lived in the middle of the block. Our house was in the middle of the block. It was a fine ass woman too, man. I couldn't have been no more than about maybe 11 or 12, 10 or something like that. My brother, every time when this man would go to work, he would go to work. My brother would go down there and fuck the shit out of his woman. I don't know whether they was married or not. I don't know the details. But one day, that man got off early from his job. When he got home, he caught his wife with my brother. You know what he did? He didn't do shit. He packed up his belongings. Instead of him crashing out, he just grabbed his shit, his clothes, whatever else personal items he had, and walked the fuck up out of there and never came back. That was a smart man. It takes a lot when a woman manipulates you to where you fall in love with her, ain't nothing you not willing to do to make her happy. I've been in situations where I don't put food in people's, her people's refrigerator. Not her refrigerator, but her people's refrigerator. Where I don't loan money to her mom's. Where I don't did and went above and beyond and still get talked about like a motherfucking dog the minute that they ask you to do something. You don't do it either because you don't have it or you just tired of doing shit and not getting nothing back in return. And I don't do shit to get things back in return, but you at some point you got to realize when somebody using you, when somebody manipulating you. If you constantly giving out, if somebody is withdrawing from your life instead of depositing, but they steady got their fucking hand out asking and make things even worse when it involves their family members and their friends and shit, and you looking out for them too, strictly off because you're dealing with her, that will fuck you up and make you fucking mad and make you want to do something crazy. My nigga, when you find out, I've been in, she's supposed to be going to her daughter's house, her mama's house, her brother's house, or whatnot. Come to find out, she get drunk one night, you go through her phone, and you find out she with a nigga. What nigga ain't gonna be pissed off over some lying, deceitful shit like that? So, when it's a situation like that, yeah, I feel bad for a woman. Shit, nothing happened to her. But at the same time, you can't be mad because you set yourself up doing some dirty, sneaky ass, dirty ass shit. And I don't have no feelings or no fucks to give. I can't feel sorry for you. And you don't took this righteous man and manipulated him and lied to him and had him thinking something, and it ain't even like that. That makes you a fucked up individual. I have people talk to me and ask me my opinion of Charlie Kirk. I really don't have no opinion because I didn't even know who he was until after he got killed. But like I said, I went back, watched some of his videos, some of the shit he was saying. He was one of them type of niggas that he gonna tell his truth. His truth don't necessarily mean it's true, but that's what he believed in. That was his conviction. He believed in some of the things. A lot of people say, well, I find it highly offensive that he said that if he was on an airplane, he see a black man flying it, he either gonna get off or he was scared and he was praying or whatever, and he was he said he was hoping that they would qualify. All right, let me touch on something that's gonna ruffle a few feathers right now, and I'm gonna keep it all the way real and all the way. I don't give a fuck. 15 people already unsubscribed from me. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna just say some shit. A lot of people say that, but what he really meant, a lot of people take that out of context. And I'm not justifying or defending him, but where he was coming from, it's a thing called DEA or DEI, whatever the fuck it was. DEI, DEA, whatever, higher, right? That means that some government officials or whatever program it was, I can be a black man, and it could be a Chinese man or a white man or a Mexican man or whatever, right? Because I am black, I don't have to score as much as the white man or the Mexican man or the Indian man. They gonna just take me on in there whether I'm less qualified or not because they're trying to fill a quota. I want to know how many of y'all in here think that that's right. How many of y'all think that because of the color of my skin, I should be picked over somebody else because they're not black but they're more qualified. Do y'all think that's right? So in that case, if we turn the tables and it was a white guy that was less qualified as a pilot, right? I try to turn things around and look at it from different perspectives, from the other person's perspective. And this white guy, I know for sure, my shit is A1, my nigga. A1. I got the skills, every fucking thing. I hit it, the top notch, top goal, top bar. All right? The white guy, his bar is not as high as mine. But they gonna pick him over me for political reasons because he's white. Shit went on like that forever in this country. Years and years and years and decades, centuries ago. And I get that they do shit like that to try to make up for the injustice and the racism and the segregation and all that shit. So they put in, programs like that. And I get it. And I know it's for a noble cause, but at the same time, it's not fair. I think, me personally, I think everybody should take a test. I don't think it should be no, oh, okay, you're black, so we're going to lower the standards. And if you just make it to 60%, you got the job, buddy. But this white guy or this Latino, he scored 80, 90%. Something ain't right with that, y'all. Something ain't right with that. So if I get on a motherfucking airplane and I see this white guy done got the job, but I know he ain't really qualified because his score ain't that high, but they hired him just because he's white, I'm going to say, I hope this motherfucker know what the fuck he doing. That's exactly what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, I hope this motherfucker know what the fuck he doing. Because at the end of the day, my nigga, I don't give a fuck what color you are. I want to know, can you get the fucking job done? Kamala Harris, DEI hire. Joe Biden said it out of his own motherfucking mouth. He was like, I'm going to get this nigga vote. I'm going to get this black woman. I don't give a fuck what her credentials is. He was like, I am going to put a black woman as vice president. I'm going to make history with this shit. Fuck all of the white women that might be more qualified or got, fuck all that. I'm getting her because she's black. But I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. He didn't do that for that. He did it because he wanted the black vote. How many times we will fall for the okie doke? If we really gonna be righteous people, we got to let the past stay in the fucking past and get the motherfucking chains off our fucking minds, off our fucking brains, and move the fuck forward. But some of us cannot let go of the past. And when you distracted by something from the past, how the fuck you gonna see the future? How the fuck the future? How the fuck you gonna see now when you focus? See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't give a fuck who don't like me. Who don't care for me. I don't care. What you eat don't make me shit. And what I eat definitely ain't gonna make you shit out what I eat. So who gives a fuck? But all I know is when I'm out and about, I'm at a Walmart, I'm at a movie theater, I'm at a Maya, I'm out there doing my errands, doing my shopping, and one of you racist motherfuckers want to run up in there with an AR or whatever, I'm going to be ready to defend my life. That's what it's all about. So some of the shit that Charlie Kirk said, I can agree. And some of the shit I disagree. Some of the shit can be looked at as being racist. Every time when a nigga debated a black person, he always had to throw it up in their face. Well, y'all only 13% of the population, but represent 50% of the murders in this country. As a black person, how can you come back for some shit like that? Even though it's been proven that those stats are wrong, that they're wrong, flat out wrong. But I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I live right here in the hood. I'm in Detroit, and it sure as fucking hell feel like it. Instead of me telling people to be armed, I want to get deeper. We got to come together. We got to stop pointing guns at each other. We got to stop resolving our differences through violence and through guns, man. We got to have, as black people, we got to come together and have conflict resolution. I have a nephew, 32 years old. It'll be 2 years, October 1st. It'll be 2 years that he been gone over some stupid, dumb shit that didn't fucking have to happen, that didn't really matter at the end of the fucking day. But he's dead now over some stupid, dumb shit. And it wasn't no neo-Nazi. It wasn't no KKK. It wasn't no Antifa. It wasn't none of that. It was a fellow black man, a nigga, that took him out. I remember in the 80s, people that was on assistance getting cash and food stamps. In order for a woman to receive those benefits, no man could be present in the house. So you know what some, I'm not going to say all, but do you know what some black women did? They told that man to get the fuck on. Some of them was slick. Some of them be like, go hide in the basement. Some social worker is scheduled to come out today, honey. You got to go, either go dip for a few hours or hide in the basement. I remember those days. Not in my household, but seeing people had to do that shit. It was policies to get rid of the black man. If you look at every other race, white women, Hispanic women, Chinese, Asian, they kind of like stick by they man. You know what I'm saying? It's family oriented only. And I'm not here to talk about us, but I'm telling you, I'm only can speak what I've seen with my own eyes, my truth of what I've witnessed, what I've experienced. It's like in our community, we the only ones that's like, I don't need no motherfucking man. Black women be like, fuck a nigga, fuck a black man, fuck that. I can do this shit on my own. I don't need no motherfucking man. Fuck y'all. I'm the fucking man and the motherfucking woman. That's a lot of them. A lot of them think like that. A lot of them have that mentality. Oh, nigga, if you ain't got the best shoes on, if you ain't got this bringing in this kind of money, if you ain't in this kind of particular car, nigga, I'm not gonna waste my time with you. And this is where we are going wrong at. Because we have a whole new generation that's grown up without a father figure in the house. The father figures are the drug dealers and the murderers that's out here in the streets. Now, Charlie Kirk says 75% of black men leave their family. No. It was the system that was designed. Now, this is not a cop-out. This is not an excuse. You got to want to do better, but if you were born into a situation where your daddy ain't shit, where your daddy is a dope head, a crack fiend, a crackhead, or whatever in your life, and your mother wasn't shit, then how you gonna become something if all the people around you in that neighborhood or in your immediate environment ain't shit? So 9 out of 10, you ain't gonna be shit. change has got to start from within. And part of change is you have to accept accountability. Everybody at some point, when your funky ass get grown, man, all them finger pointing and excuses is over, man. It's just not no excuse to be in the circumstances, in the situation that you're in. You have to want to mentally and spiritually renovate your soul. It's a renovation, man. You got to, I don't give a fuck what dire situation you were in. You got to be the one that decide enough is enough. I got to change within, but somebody got to set that spark off and be a role model to somebody else. This is why I fuck with New Era Detroit. They about that. They out there on them streets. This boots on the ground with them. They trying to be role models. It's like things have gotten so crazy, man. You can't even look at nobody no more without them taking it the wrong way and ready to blow your fucking brains out. People are out there getting slaughtered, killed over the most stupidest, dumbest shit that at the end of the day, it don't even matter. It don't even make sense. But yet people are still dying. I don't know the solution, or I don't have a resolution to resolve any of that. This shit is deeply embedded. I stay out the way. I mind my own business. I don't socialize with nobody. It's just, this is the world that we were born into. And I'm not going to even, talk about what's really going on. We got, excuse me, this rhino gave my ass indigestion. We about to be invaded. And I'm gonna go live later tonight and talk about this shit, man. Everybody is just glancing over it. But something is coming our way. And a lot of people, I don't even know if we can stop this, even if we were ready for it. But something about to shock y'all and blow y'all fucking mind. I'm talking about some war of the world type of shit. And for those who know what I'm talking about, for those who know, you know. And if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, go on YouTube right now and type in 3I Atlas. Type it in, man. I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm not trying. I had this conversation with my woman last night. We laying in bed. And I brought it up to her, man. She's like, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. This shit is scary. I don't want to talk about everything I just told you is true. Something is on its way here. This motherfucker came from another solar system. And it's going 140,000 miles per hour. That's how fast it is. And you know how shit leaves a vapor trail, like a comet or asteroid, and it leaves, it's flying and it's leaving a vapor trail or whatever. The vapor trail on this big ass thing that they say is the size of the island of Manhattan, is the vapor trail is in front of it. And it's emitting some type of pulse every fucking 17 minutes. And it's been doing that since it was discovered on July 1st. So let me break this shit down to you. What really got people alarmed now is that they said 3 more objects done entered into this solar system that's following the first craft. They said these motherfucking objects is bigger than the first one. They said this thing is on a trajectory. It's changing directions and shit. I don't know what the fuck it is. They said that an asteroid or a comet, it emits nickel and carbon or whatever. It's two things all of them have. This motherfucker is only giving off nickel, and it's illuminated. It's a light source on this shit. Y'all don't believe me? Look this shit up. Look it up. I'm telling you, it's a reason why the government just released that video of this orb that got shot by a drone. It was a Hellfire missile. You know that fucking missile hit that orb and it just bounced off that motherfucker. What kind of technology can absorb a fucking Hellfire missile? And then let me listen. Look at the video. When that Hellfire missile hit that orb and 3 pieces of the orb broke off. It wasn't blown off. It split off and kept fucking flying with the fucking main orb. It's like these orbs. Oh shit, man. Let me get the fuck up off this shit, man. For those the naysayers that don't think that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, go on YouTube right now. You on YouTube now? Click off of this live. Type in 3-eye Atlas, and you will see exactly what the fuck. Even scientists are perplexed. They've never seen something of this likeness before, ever. Whatever this thing is, it's defying everything. Space, time, gravity, all that shit gotta be rewritten. But the government already know what the fuck is going on. They just ain't telling us because just like my woman, she started freaking out. It was like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. This shit sounds scary. This shit sounds like War of the Worlds. They don't know how people going to react. But I'm telling you, they've been trying to tell us this for years. Get ready. Something is about to happen. And I don't even think we standing a motherfucking chance. I don't know whether they're on some peaceful shit. You got to remember, man, when all these orbs and objects been seen, they've been hovering over military installations, right? Because when you want to attack an enemy, what you gonna do first? You gonna send your scouts in to see what they working with. You gonna send your scouts in to see their weak spots. You gonna see what type of weaponry that they have. Every time when we get a UFO report, it's always over some type of military installation. Now, a lot of people be like, well, it's our shit. It's our shit. It's our top shit that they testing. I don't know. I don't know if we got some shit that can break off in pieces and still fucking fly. I don't know if we got some shit that can be an orb 1 second and then materialize into a triangular craft with liquid and shit all over it. I don't know. I don't know if we got some shit that can go from ground level all the way to out in space in the span of like 5 fucking seconds. I don't know. Use a ignorant, dumb, belligerent, arrogant motherfucker if you think we the only intelligent life form in the whole motherfucking galaxy in this solar system. And this is just our solar system. They got millions of stars and planets and shit in our solar system. It's just our solar system that got all that shit. What about all the other shit that's beyond our solar system that we don't know shit about? Hell, it's oceans right here on Earth we don't know shit about deep in the ocean. And they seeing these things go in the ocean. Something is going to happen, man. And it's supposed to be going down sometime in December, around December the 17th. It's when this 3-eye Atlas thing supposed to be near Earth. Now, they first said that it was going to be like in front of the sun and we won't be able to see it because it's going to be in front of the sun at its closest to Earth. Now I'm hearing reports that it's headed here. Lord have mercy, help us. Because if they on some domination shit, usually when you got another entity coming to another foreign land or something, they taking over. Look what happened to the Indians here. They damn near was exterminated. I don't know, man. I don't know. Tell me about it. I'm just telling y'all what I'm saying. And this shit is real. I wish my baby could come in here, but she ain't dressed or nothing like that because we really had a deep conversation about all the shit that's going on in the world and all this shit. This 3-eye atlas. Thank you. Um. Bear with me for a minute, y'all. Somebody just cashed out me, and I'm putting up the app because I really want to say thank you, man. I appreciate it because I'm not making a motherfucking thing off of YouTube. You hear me? YouTube. Okay, Warren McNabb. Come on, Warren. Come on, Warren. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you. Let me reply with love, man. Let me reply to you with love. Let me rate. Let me reply. I'm about to hit you back with the love symbol, my brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much for that Cash App donation. I appreciate you, Warren. It just lead me to believe that I don't know what it really is, but this thing is defying everything and it's acting as if it's some type of spacecraft instead of an asteroid because of all of the weird, crazy shit that is doing. It's like it's, you know, we have sent probes in space to check out other planets and stuff. That's I'm getting like scientists. I'm looking at interviews with scientists on TV that's talking about this, and it's like, yeah, it's something different. It's something bizarre about it. It's behaving like it's not behaving like a regular comet, my nigga. It's not behaving like a regular asteroid, my nigga. This got it's something else to it. And the government don't want to come out, and they're not going to come out and tell everything. Now I'm hearing reports that Trump is on the Epstein list. That explains why the nigga didn't want the damn shit to come out. He's in it. Why would he want the shit to come out? I've been thinking that shit from day one. Trump released the Epstein file. He not gonna release that shit because his name is in it. I don't know what role he played in it, but his name is in it. So as well as a lot of motherfuckers. Don't put your faith in man. Put your faith in yourself. Put your happiness first. Come together. Be together. If you got a family, build with your family. You know, show love for your family. If you got kids out there, show love for your kids. There's no excuse for it. I remember my son's mother, when we broke up, it was ugly, not violent or nothing like that. But after being with her for almost 10 years, the disrespect level got so bad. I'm like, I'm out of it. Now we get along perfectly fine now, but 10 years ago, back in 15 years ago, because we broke up, we met in 01 and we broke up in 2010. One of the most painful, hurtful things she did to me was she wouldn't let me see my son. I only had one kid. And I'll never forget that day she called. She was like, me and your son, we over here hot. We want to come over there, get up under your AC, your air conditioner. I said, my new woman is here right now. I said, my son can come, but you can't. She's like, you motherfucker. If I can't come, guess what? Your son, he gonna be hot too. And I didn't see my son for like 2 or 3 months. I would have to go over there and visit. And I said, this shit ain't right, man. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fight to go see. I'm gonna go to the friends of court, to the child support people. I'm gonna because I was already on it, because she had been put me on that shit, and I don't even know why. Because I was, you know, I was taking care of my son before my son even, you know, came into the world, you know. But you get any kind of assistance, they automatically gonna go after father if your name is on the birth certificate. So that's, she didn't put them on me. She just got on assistance. And you know, we was going through rough patches where I wasn't dealing with her, but I was making sure my son had everything that he needed. And you know, I ain't trying to brag or nothing, but when you get your kid for the weekend and he crying and shit because he don't want to go back over there, that's a bond like that. I was a daddy's boy. So when she did that shit, it hurt. And even went as far to be like, come fuck me. If you want to see your son for Christmas, if you want him to come over there, you got to seal the deal. You got to put that dick in me. That's what she said. And it made me feel so bad because I was happily in love with my current girlfriend at that time. So I was like, I got to see my son. Please let me see my son. She was like, we gonna shake on it, but you gonna put that dick on me. And guess what, y'all? I had to put that dick on her. I had to put my dick in her in order to see my son. And I said, you know what? I felt so bad. I said, fuck this shit, man. I'm tired of, you know, manipulating me. I'm gonna take her ass to court. So I went to court. At that time, I didn't have my license. My shit was suspended. So she gonna tell the judge, she gonna be like, how you gonna pick his son up? The judge granted me because I'm paying my child support, and not only paying my child support, but I'm still buying my. I didn't never put no money in her hands because I didn't trust her like that. I'm like, I'm gonna take care of my kid, whatever he needs, shoes, clothes, food. I'm on that. Even when I was with my new, ain't no woman. That's another thing. I ain't got no respect for no man that because he get with a new woman, she don't. The new woman don't want him dealing with the kid or the baby mama. Fuck all that. I ain't no weak nigga like that. You ain't gonna turn me against my kid. You a ain't shit deadbeat motherfucker if you get with a bitch and she tell you, I don't want you around her, so therefore you can't be around your kid and don't bring your kid around me. Man, you a weak ass nigga. And I'll slap you and slap you with my dick if you one of them type. I don't want no parts of you. Cause it ain't no excuse not to be in your kid's life. I don't give a fuck if you got a prostitute pregnant. Nigga, that's still your kid. You take that kid out of that environment. So it's no excuse when you can go to the friends of court and petition for a parenting time and all that shit. See, I was young back then and didn't know a lot of shit that I know now. So my ex took me down there and she stood in that courtroom. He ain't got his driver's license. So how he gonna pick him up? I said my baby, my woman got a driver's license, so they designated her. So she had to come all the way from Canton, Michigan, pick my black ass up in Detroit, then go over there and had to be on time. I'm always gonna appreciate and have love for her for doing that shit. Nobody can ever say that. And even till this day, if she needs something, if she need anything, I got her for the simple reason she done that. It didn't work out and we ended up breaking up, and that's when I met her. I've been knowing her since 2013. It ain't been perfect, but I love her. It's been far from, perfect. We both did things that that was hurtful. And for those that have been fucking with me from day one, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Life is life. You can't expect things to go your way all the time or just be perfect. Life is life. You deal with it, but never succumb to it. Never give in to it. Never give in to the negativity, to the to a toxic situation. Never give in. Always be a righteous person, no matter what circumstances you may find yourself in. But see, everybody, you can't expect everybody to be like you. And this is why we get the reports on the news of a woman being beat, a woman being decapitated, a woman being that, because everybody is not going to have a strong mind. I was born into a family where I had my father and my mother, and they were together. They were married for like 40 years. I had 7 siblings. Some of them have passed on. 3 of them have passed on. But I had 7. It include me. It was 8 of us. And then I'm sorry, Bobby. Bobby Ray, I always leave y'all. I got a stepbrother. And I don't mean to say step, because you my brother too. By my father was married once before he met my mother. He was married and he got a baby from his first wife, But and that's my brother Bobby Ray, that's in Texas. I gotta go visit you one day, Bobby, because it's been forever since I've seen you. It's been forever. But life is life, man. Be righteous, treat people like you want to be treated, and know who you dealing with. See, at the time back then in my young dumb days, man, I just be with any woman as long as she looked good, as long as she got pretty feet, nice titties, nice ass. I didn't give a fuck about nothing else, man. I didn't care about the cut, the gut. I didn't care about her roots. I didn't care about none of that. And I made a lot of mistakes, like with that Maria. I was just into her strictly because she was Mexican. I was on my Latina thing back then. I didn't give a fuck that she was crazy. I didn't give a fuck that she was hoeing initially. I didn't give a fuck about none of that. I was raised not to judge people. But then again, what the fuck? Oh man, let me get the fuck out of here before I say some shit that man. The more the whore, the bigger the whore, the more I liked her. Not loved her, but liked her. Because I was always on some freaky type shit. I was the type of nigga, baby. Let me, we on the front porch. You know what I'm saying? Suck my dick. I was a foul ass nigga that didn't give a fuck. A freaky motherfucker. And I still am in some way. But I'm far from what I used to be when I was in my 20s and shit. I was an all cold motherfucker. I was a dirty motherfucker. Fucked 2 sisters before. 2 sisters. They were whores, though. They were whores. And I fucked them. The sister, they voices sound similar. And I thought I was talking to the one I was talking to, and it was her sister. I said, well, come on over here. Bring your ass on over here. Am I proud of that? I'm not proud of it. But I'm human. I'm only human. And when you're human, you're gonna have urges, you're gonna have desires, you're gonna have a lot of shit that's inside of you. And this is when you have to clean and tune in into those positive frequencies instead of the negative ones. You know what I'm saying? I would never do I'm not gonna say if I had to do it all over again, because what I did back then made me into who I am right now. You know what I'm saying? What I did back then, I don't believe in mistakes. There's no such thing as a mistake. It's only lessons. And in this life, you go through lessons and you learn. Some people learn a lot quicker, a lot faster, and move on faster or whatever. But there is no such thing as mistakes. It's only lessons. It's up to you whether you're going to choose to learn from it or you're going to keep on making the same, choices. I say make the best choice that's for you. I want you to live the most, happiest life until you're no longer here, man. Life is precious and and life ain't shit all at the same motherfucking time. Because nigga, you put here on this earth and you work and work and work and work, because the way that the system is set up, if you don't work, if you don't make no money, then you ain't shit. You homeless. And then you die. Whether you working, you still gotta die. One thing, we might beat a lot of things. We might be able to beat up or beat a lot of things. Some people beat cancer. But one thing as a human being that you will never beat is death. You will never beat death. That's one thing for certain. You show me any motherfucker, but Trump beat death. No, Trump just got lucky. It wasn't his time. See, when you figure this shit out, time waits for no one. We can live and be savage ready all we want, keeping our heads on the swivel. But one thing we'll never beat is time, and we ain't gonna never beat death. And as long as time go by, every second that ticks is every second that's closest, that we get closer to our own demise, our own death. And that's just it's just the truth. A lot of people don't want to accept it. A lot of people, oh man, you just being negative and all that. No, I'm not being negative. I'm not being morbid. I'm just telling the truth. Time waits for no one. And when your time is up, nigga, your ass is dead. When my nephew made that mistake, that fateful decision to pull his gun because some niggas went to his sister's birthday party, my niece's birthday party, and they, was disrespectful and told to leave, and they refused to leave. He thought he was just gonna pull his gun and be like, all right, motherfuckers, I done told y'all motherfuckers to leave 3-4 times, and y'all staring me down. I don't know what y'all motherfuckers about to do next, but y'all not leaving. You just standing there. Oh man, that plays in my head over and over and over again. But he made a tactical mistake that cost him his life. I'm not mad at him for pulling his gun out. I mean, that's just like a motherfucker coming into your house and you don't told the motherfucker to leave several times, and the motherfucker like, I ain't going no motherfucking where. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when you in your motherfucking house? You gonna pull your motherfucking gun, right? And be like, motherfucking nigga, if you won't get the fuck out of my motherfucking house. But see, where nephew made the mistake, it wasn't his house. It was a funky ass cabaret hall his sister rented. And I would have rather for him to just have left that night. But that's kind of hard. Put yourself in this situation, in his shoes. Where imagine if your sister done rented out a hall, a cabaret style hall for her birthday, and your friend invites some niggas. And them niggas come up and they say something disrespectful to you because you poured a glass. You was too close to one of them girls when you poured somebody a shot of tequila. And they say some disrespectful shit to you. And you be like, well, nigga, you don't like it? Get the fuck out. You at our event. Get the fuck out. And when they don't want to leave and they act like they on some shit, my nephew pulled his gun and dropped it to the side. In his mind, he thinking, okay, I ain't pointing it at him, so they can't take it as a threat. I ain't pointed at him. I just put it on the side, let him know what time it is. That cost him his life. And because he pulled his gun first, they was able to claim self-defense That's why I say, if you gonna pull your fucking gun, if you in a situation where you feel the need that you got to pull your gun, don't pull that motherfucker out of anger. Pull it if your life is really in danger. Because the way nephew did that shit, even if he would have shot them first, I would have rather for him to shot them first and still be here. And I can visit him in jail, which is dumb as fuck. That let you know it was stupid. Because if he would have, he had to drop on their asses. But he didn't do it. He was just trying to show them, hey, I got this gun. Get the fuck on out. You don't think that don't bother me, losing somebody I love so much for nothing, over nothing, losing your, nobody went to jail over it, none of that. How fucked up is that? But it's the law. It's the stand your ground law here in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making no threats or nothing, but a lot of people love my nephew, and the shooter gonna try to call and apologize to his sister. It's a lot of people, man. It must be, you gotta have some type of remorse to apologize. And I know the nigga watches my channel. You know? Sometimes I wanna have get back, but I got a family that I gotta take care of. I got a family that I gotta be here for, that I gotta support. I got a family that I love. How's that gonna bring my nephew back if I go out and and handle business? In the middle of me handling my business, I lose my freedom and get locked up. Man, it's I don't never want to see nobody go through what I went through, and you got to be smart about this shit, man. If you get into an altercation, walk away. If a motherfucker say something disrespectful to you, smile in their face, man, and be like, hey, man, my bad, man. Drinks on me. And everything, problem solved. That right there, my friends, it's called conflict resolution, man. You can't be matching. See, nephew fucked up when he matched them niggas' energy, man. You know what would have hurt them niggas? If he would have laughed in their face or smiled. My bad. You can't make. I'm still trying to make sense of the whole situation, man. And shit like this happens every fucking night in Detroit, every day in Detroit, all over the world. People losing their life. There's no more conflict resolution. Everything don't have to end with gunplay. I've been in situations where I had to fight myself from pulling the motherfucking gun because they don't piss me the fuck off. And I'm like, at the end of the day, it ain't worth it, because at the end of the day, I don't want to be sitting in no jail cell regretting the split second decision I made, the choice I made out of anger. Or I don't want to have my family, my son, crying over my dead body because I don't put myself in a situation where I ended up losing my life because I wasn't thinking right, because I let my emotions get the best of me. I'd be damned if I let that shit happen to me. And if it do go down that way, you better believe I'm going to go get some backup. I'm going to call the police. I'm going to get some backup. And I'm going to make sure, motherfucker, if you get me, I guarantee you it's going to be somebody that got my back that's going to get your motherfucking ass. How about that? How about that, motherfucker? So yeah, nephew fucked up that night and lost his life because of that shit. He wasn't thinking about his two daughters. He wasn't thinking about his siblings. He wasn't thinking about his mama. He let some ain't shit punk motherfuckers get him out of character. I'm about to get off, y'all. I'm coming back later tonight. Me and my woman. We gonna play some Jeopardy. If y'all wanna jump in, y'all more than welcome to jump in. I'm gonna charge up my laptop and we gonna play some Jeopardy. But I had to come in and check in on y'all, touch base. I got a video that I'm about to film. Members only. It ain't gonna be members only, but it'll be members first. Man, I can't show no guns on the live, but I'm about to do a video. You're gonna see me with the same shit on or whatever. Cause I'm about to do this video now, my jackal, my PSA jackal. And I should be uploading it tonight. And then the members only probably be able to see it. They're gonna be able to see it first. But man, I'm telling y'all, man, don't the devil is very clever, very tricky, very sneaky. Watch yourself. Watch your surroundings. Watch who you affiliating yourself with. Okay? Do that. Just be careful out there. I'm gonna be back on later tonight, probably around what time is it now? Shit. Damn, it's 12 already. I gotta go. Yeah. I might play a little bit of music, man. YouTube be striking my shit, but I might do some requests. Anybody got a song request? I'll play it for you. But that's gonna be on another live. But salute. Oh, ha! I no. I ain't gonna even bring it up. I'm not gonna bring it up. I'm let it go. It's water under the bridge. I'm not gonna bring this up. But just know this: everybody is welcome in Gun Freak Nation. When you come through my door, share your scan, man. We all humans in here. We ain't even Americans. We human. Because it just ain't this channel is not watched just in the United States. It's all over the world. I love everybody. And I'm not trying to make nobody feel a type of way. Everybody that I have on here, I want you to be respectful. I don't want you saying, no racial shit. I don't want you saying none of that. I want everybody to feel welcomed here because you are welcomed here. Okay? I love y'all. Y'all my brothers and my sisters, but be careful in this thing called life. Because the devil is out there and he will be your roadblock. He will try to stymie your growth in life. Your spiritual growth will be stunted by the devil, by people that got the devil, that's possessed by the devil, that got bad intentions. Be wary of those type of people. Okay? And I'm on to everybody. I peep game. Trust me. I know who the fake ones and I know who the real ones. I know when you want to come, you come around me. Every time you come around, you asking for something, get your hand out. I don't mind helping somebody, but when you do that shit over and over, asking for this, asking for that, give me this, man, give me that, man. It's not a good look on you. Especially if I ain't getting shit back in return. It's always give me now, man. Sooner or later, anybody in their right mind gonna get tired of that situation. I'm not gonna name no names. It's not my business. But just know that I know. And if I don't fuck with you no more, if you text me and I don't respond no more, or if you reach out to me and I don't respond no more, take that as, ain't nothing personal, but let people live and live your life. You did? Live and live your life. All right? And I ain't talking about nobody that's in this. It's other situations that's going on outside of YouTube. And some of them is with some YouTube motherfuckers. But there ain't nobody in this chat. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm gonna shut the fuck up because I ain't trying to, man. I'm coming back. I'm gonna play me some motherfucking music, some Prince, some Michael Jackson, some motherfucking Rick James. I'm about to just have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get tired of talking about home invasions and savages. I do have a motherfucking life. Hey man, if you don't get it, if you don't value your life, then why should I care? If you don't value, it's a sad thing, but you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make that horse drink that water. So I'm coming back. I'm gonna play some Jeopardy, have some music playing. I'm gonna take some requests, and we gonna have us a funky good time. Gun Freak Nation, I love y'all, man. Salute, baby.